What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to Drake on Digital. Guys, today we're going to talk about a couple of strategies. So we aren't going to talk about an altcoin pick in particular, but we're going to talk about how you guys can stay ahead of the game, look at the trending narratives, or find the ones coming up. This is how you can make those 100x, 1000x gains. And guys, of course, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. You guys can do what you want. I'm going to do me. You guys do you. We got big boy pants. If you don't, please go somewhere else because this is not financial advice unless you're here for the entertainment. I hope I'm entertaining. If I'm not, sorry. It is what it is. Freedom of speech, right? Drake on Digital. Anyways, guys, what are we going to talk about today? Okay, so first, finding the narrative. This is a big thing. So a lot of people are like, okay, what are the next 100x gains? What are the next 10? Well, you need to find categories. A good way to do it is you can actually go straight on CoinGecko, and they have a section. If you go under their homepage, you actually have portfolio, explore coins, recently added, categories, animal, food festival. So what I recommend doing is looking at categories. So this is how you can categorize each coin. As you can see, NFTs, smoking hot. What else? Gaming, screaming hot. What is this? Sports, super hot. Actually, all of these are really hot, but those are the most ones that are the hottest. Metaverse, seems like it's really shunned right now. But then again, you got to think, okay, buy when there's blood in the streets. So it's looking like, man, there's a lot of blood in the streets. But if you look at the future, this is something that's like you're looking at, you can look at the projects in there. In the metaverse, like obviously some of them that aren't as, I guess you can say, strong, they could be bringing the average down. But for example, Over, in my opinion, is a really strong project. It's down right now, but literally this sucker came from 30 cents like 3 weeks ago. And then you got Sand. I bought this sucker when it was 3 cents. Guys, and that was 2 months ago. These suckers are exploded, so they really aren't being shunned right now. They're just retracing because they've done massive gains. Those are just ones over a couple of days. That's the reason why it's down overall. But Decentraland and Sand, just think about it, guys. If you have a family or someone who is fat, ugly, they can't get out, they can't do anything, why would you go anywhere else when you can just go in a video game, make yourself sexy, cool, or whatever you want to call it? I don't care. Or even dress up your character and basically be what you are. I mean, just think of it, guys. Why do people get plastic surgery? I mean, why would you pay to put junk that could kill you? I mean, some of that stuff causes cancer. I mean, people do it so they look good. Why do they get Botox? Why do they spend so much on makeup? Guys, those are massive industries and they make so much money because people care how they look. So people care about themselves. So if you have something that's in a metaverse, this is like a second world and people are like, oh, I really care how I look like in a metaverse. Oh man, I better have the best sword or best weapon or the coolest clothing, whatever. It doesn't matter, but you guys can understand the concept. That's going to be a future. We're going massively digital. In fact, everyone's like, hey, Zoom meeting, Zoom meeting, Zoom, 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 Zoom. Do this. Hey, YouTube video. Everything's online. I mean, we don't go to seminars anymore. No one's like, hey, come to my seminar, bro. I'll see you in 2 weeks. No, come to my webinar is what they say now, guys. We're going to the future. So this is a narrative that I see coming is the gaming narrative and the augmented reality virtual narrative. We just had the NFT bubble. It's still going on right now. It did cool off a bit, but guys, who knows if it's done or not? We'll see. Time will tell. Same thing with the DeFi bubble. That thing was just massive. I mean, just look at DeFi Station. Look, it's still going up. This is on Binance Smart Chain. That's also another narrative. Binance Smart Chain tokens. Now you guys are seeing the strong of the strong come out. We actually had Auto Farm, Pancake Bunny, and Pancake Swap on our channel. And we did talk about Bakery Swap, but that one's paying for ads. I really think Bakery Swap is just like a copy of Pancake Swap. But hey, they have their goods and bads about each of them, so you can play around with each of them. I'm not saying both are bad, and of course, this isn't financial advice. This is just my opinions. But I mean, now you're seeing all the goods and the bads. So all the bad stuff is starting to come down to the bottom. Dodo I really wouldn't consider that one because that one's mainly an Ethereum token. Dodo is actually a pretty strong project. So they're actually on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So do keep that in mind. But they are in the top 44, so they're pretty high up there on Binance Smart Chain, and they're pretty high up there on the Ethereum. They actually used to be a lot higher than they were now. I think they're at like 30 something. Oh wow, look, Dodo, look, see, look, it's the first one up there because they came up with something innovating or innovative, proactive market making, and they're getting rid of impermanent loss, just like Bancor. But look, they're top 38, and guys, a lot of people don't. Only the top 84 are showing up on here, and some don't even show up. Anyways, Dodo's a small market cap. I like that project, but anyways, you guys do you do what you want. But I'm kind of just explaining the narratives. Like DeFi, it's taking a standstill right now. Usually things happen in cycles. So we just had a massive run up. Remember, guys, always zoom out. So okay, great. That chart doesn't look crazy. Go to all. Okay, now it looks a little bit crazy. But back to what we're talking about. I'm not really much of a trader. I don't recommend trading, but you guys can do what you want. I've seen it so much where people sell it because it goes down. They think it's going to keep going down. You end up selling down here, and then it explodes way up, and then you're like, oh, snap, I got to buy some more so I don't miss it. So you kind of just missed out on that whole section. You sold it lower, you bought it higher, so you dollar cost average up, which is the opposite of what you want to do. Well, it's fine to dollar cost average, but that's if you aren't selling. So if you're selling it lower and buying it higher, that is something you don't want to do. You want to buy low, sell high, not sell low, buy high. That's the complete opposite. So back to the narratives though, you see storage might be coming into play. And okay, that's interesting. So what about AMMs? AMMs definitely cooled off a bit. But guys, there's a future for each of these. So you guys can look into each of these ecosystems and see which ones are going to pump. Like look, Cosmos is, it's okay. It's been sitting steady. Same with Polkadot. But you can see Binance Smart Chain exploded. It's just massive, massive. Exchange-based tokens, they've been exploding like crazy. Mainly being led by BNB in my opinion. But anyways. So you guys can understand looking at the next narrative. So NFTs are one. DeFi is one. You got to get ahead of it. So a way to do that is like, okay, well, I see that there's such a great use case. Like, for example, me, I see gaming. Gaming is massive. So these guys are already playing video games. They're already trained to use Bitcoin. I mean, you have all these coins inside, or not Bitcoin, but a digital currency, because you use these digital golds or digital money that you have online or in that game to buy stuff. So those gamers are used to trading. So you have a gamer who can now buy an asset and sell it in the real world, get money and bring it to another game, because we have different projects like Sand, Decentraland, and NFTs because they actually own their objects. And now instead they could pay that same amount with that sword and actually own it, or they can pay the same amount for that sword or skin on another game and it stays in that game forever. They can't ever sell it again. They spend $6,000 for that skin or sword and it stays there forever. The game shuts down, it's never popular anymore, it's stuck with the game forever. So that's why I see that's really an interesting concept. That's why I'm very bullish on gaming, because I wasted a lot of time playing video games, and if I got paid, great. So that's the first thing, is looking at narratives. Sorry for the long ramble, but you guys kind of get the concept. Second one is looking at trends. Look at the Pepsi Coke. So here is going to be your Coke. This is Filecoin. Filecoin, massively bullish. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, Filecoin just exploded between March 29th to April 1st. Okay, well, what are some other storage coins? Well, they got something called storage. So if you guys see storage also exploded and followed Filecoin. So you guys can see, okay, well, it's kind of, let's see, maybe it'll explode. Let's see what happens. It's a Pepsi Coke type of thing. You can see that the market cap is only 466 million, and you look at Filecoin and it's stinking 12 million, and with a fully diluted valuation more than the value of Ethereum. It's nuts, but then again, it depends on the vesting schedule. And then you can look at Arweave. Arweave is another one. Take a look at it, see if it exploded. Look at the Pepsi Cokes, guys. Pepsi Coke, same thing. Look at Arweave. Arweave is following suit with Filecoin. Now let's show you another one, Siacoin. let's see, SC, Siacoin, here it is. Siacoin, same thing, following suit. It's going just with what Filecoin does. So you guys can see all the storage coins, they all follow each other. It's a trend. That's why you want to get ahead of the trend. Because if you pick the trends, you can throw a dart at the wall and you'll be fine. For the most part, as long as you don't pick a loser. So picking the trends is the number one thing. The second one is you can have the Pepsi Cokes. The third thing you need to look at is strong projects that are not getting any traction. So like, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight, everyone was bashing on Ethereum. Everyone's like, oh, Cardano's going to kill Ethereum. Oh man, it's horrible. Oh, the gas fees are terrible. This is when it was about $1,500. Now it finally took suit. People are starting to see it. People are like, wow, Ethereum is awesome. And it's taking off. Look, it started taking off. Look, this was down here. People were just bashing Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum's over. Usually when you have people bashing a really good project, and especially when it's something that's like, okay, it has a massive network effect. You go on Cardano, Polkadot. No offense to either of them. I hold both of them. I'm bullish on every single one of the smart contract platforms because that's another narrative that I see. That's why I hold Harmony One. I hold Polkadot. I hold Cosmos. I hold Cardano because I don't know what will happen. If they all go down to zero, but one of them goes 1500x, well, great. That 1500x will pay for all the other ones. So it's like, well, I don't know. Instead of going all in on one of them and say that goes to zero, and that other one that you didn't invest in explodes, well, you kind of just missed out on the upside. You are not going to win them all. If you think you're going to win them all, well, think again. Get out of crypto because you will not win them all. So Ethereum is getting massive traction now. Whether gas fees or not, think about this, guys. It could be used as a store of wealth, just like Bitcoin. So just like you have digital gold, in my opinion, Ethereum could be your digital silver. Both of them are labeled as non-securities. Those are the only two tokens. Other than that, every other token is labeled as a security. So they're still all speculation because all the government has to do is say, oh, you're centralized. Oh, you issued secure. Oh, wow. Let's shut you down. Now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are very, very decentralized. I mean, just think about it. Let me show you guys Transaction Street. So I understand it's crazy costs right now with Ethereum gas fees. They are working on a scaling solution, and they have a quote-unquote scaling solution for Bitcoin, which is the Lightning Network. But look at these fees. So your Bitcoin, it's going to literally take you, look, my screen's so slow, these transactions are so packed up, but it literally is going to take you 10 or 15 minutes in order to send your Bitcoin. And it's going to cost you $8 to do it. That's if you send it at a good price, or almost, yeah, $8.40. And Ethereum is going to cost you $10. That's right now with crazy gas fees. But yet, it's only going to be 4 seconds. If I'm transferring $1 million and I'm just sitting there like, this transaction better go through. Please go through. I'm not going to sit there 10 minutes, guys. I'll pay that extra $2 to know for sure that my transaction is going to go through or not within a 4-second time block. I mean, just think about it. If you don't believe me, guys, why do we watch 6-second videos? Or why do we want shorter YouTube videos? Or why do we want no commercials? Because our attention span is like little to nothing. I mean, just think, why is TikTok so huge? It's because you have a little shortened video just saying, yeah, cool, whoa, boom. That's it. Instead, you can watch some boring guy give like a full seminar and basically sum up the whole course of what college would be in 4 years all in one seminar, but yet you don't want to do it because you don't have the attention span to listen. The reason why I say it is because I fall prey to it all the time. My attention span is horrible. And so, in fact, a good example of this is Binance Smart Chain. It's faster than Ethereum and it's cheaper. I mean, people want faster, cheaper, quicker, better. Let's say you have a couple of those tips or ideas of what you need to look at. You need to look at the narratives. And guys, don't always buy at the top, because when you buy at the top, you're going to be basically the guy who is the greater fool, because the greater fool is the last person who can buy in. No offense if you guys do it. I do it all the time. I don't even listen to my own advice. I need to watch my videos. But find the narrative. That's the first thing. Second is you got the Pepsi Coke solution. So the second thing, after you find the narrative that's trending, it's almost something that's like the trend is your friend until the end. So once you start seeing it to end, okay, that's when it's starting to end. So you need to be looking at the future trends. This is something you need to do at the same time. Throw little darts out there. Find a couple of projects that are like, oh, this is a strong project. This is a good idea. If you need some help finding those, stay on the channel. We play videos about different altcoin projects. You guys can watch it. You guys can understand some. Say, hey, that's a great project, or no, that project stinks. I don't care. I'm making the video. I'm explaining it to you. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you tell me it's horrible, or you're not going to make me any happier saying it's an amazing project. It's my opinion. You have an opinion. We both have butts, and they both stink. Thing you need to look at is those Pepsi Coke situations. Just like we explained, storage and Filecoin, those are Pepsi Coke situations. You got to look at those, especially when it's starting to trend, and you want to stay ahead of the game. So like people seeing Binance Smart Chain, when they saw it starting to pick up, let me show you guys the 90-day trend. Once people started seeing this, they were like, oh wow, man, we're getting a lot of action here. We just literally went from 1 to 4 billion. That's a 4x. Maybe people do see this as good. So you're going to have people who are like, oh wow, Ethereum gas fees are so high. Let's go to Binance Smart Chain. Now we're starting to see a trend where people are seeing so many rug pulls on Binance Smart Chain and are like, man, maybe Ethereum was better after all. So now you're starting to see people come over to Ethereum. Now you got to think, okay, now everyone's flooding into Ethereum. Then they're going to realize the gas fees again. So what should I be looking at now? Okay, maybe some gas cashback tokens, or maybe something that's like a layer 2 solutions. Guys, come on, you guys kind of get the trend, you get the concept. And once people get on layer 2 solutions, then they're going to think, oh, well, how can this be better? How can this be made better? And then you guys can kind of understand the concept. That's how you got to look for the next things. And this is one I didn't hit on. And obviously you can check Lunar Crush. You guys can see some of the cool popular things that are trending right now. Lunar Crush basically gives like a score. The higher the galaxy score, the more it's like trending on social media, or more tweets about it and so on. And guys, memes and tweeting is pretty big, so keep that in mind. This is the last thing. I kind of didn't hit on it, and I apologize, but looking at top 100 venture capital firms. So go into these guys, go into each of their statements, look to see what they're purchasing, look at their projects. So you guys can see this is the Andreessen Horowitz company. So go to their website, check it out, go to their portfolio. You can even just Google search it. Look, here's the portfolio. You can pull up different projects that they have, like DigitalOcean. That's not a token yet. But look, you guys can kind of see what they're investing in. Look at the different ideas that they're looking at. This one, you may need to actually go into Google and type in like their portfolio. Let me show you an example right now. If you scroll down at the bottom, you guys can see some of their active portfolio. Like here's Arweave right here, and it'll take us straight to Arweave. So you can see they're very bullish on Arweave. Then they got AVAX right here. So Avalanche, they're bullish on Avalanche. The reason why they're bullish is because they're buying it. What's this one? I haven't seen this one before. Caffeine TV. So they're probably interested in streaming services. I wouldn't put it past them if they were interested in Theta. So you guys can look at these different things. Coinbase even has a venture capital. They like Flow. DYDX, they don't have a coin yet, but they like them. Libra, they like Libra. So you guys can scroll through these, and you can scroll through each of the venture capitals, and you guys can see what they're investing in. So typically what the big guys are investing in, look, there's Matic too. Or no, that's Medium. That's not Matic. MakerDAO, Near Protocol. And you guys can kind of do some research, look at it, or you can stay tuned on the channel. I'll feature some of the different projects, and then I'll break them down for you. I don't like to shill coins, so I will never shill coins. I'll just talk about a project. You guys do what you want, and I don't care. Go for it. Anyways, guys, you guys can understand the concept. You guys can play around with this, look into it. As always, do your own research. Look into it. If you guys enjoyed this video, if I helped out in any way, smash with the like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. That way you guys get notified every time we make a new one. And Proverbs chapter 28 verses 10. Whoever leads the upright along an evil path will fall into their own trap, but the blameless will receive a good inheritance. What this means, guys, is don't take someone down the wrong path. If you're doing something wrong, just because you're doing something wrong and you feel bad about it, it doesn't feel any better to bring someone else down just so they're on an equal level with you. It's something that's like, don't be jealous of someone. So say, for example, someone comes home and says, yeah, I just won like $1 million. Don't be jealous. Just congratulate them. Say, that's awesome. Because if you win $1 million and you come home and say, look, I won $1 million, and the guy's like, bro, you're a loser. Well, how would you feel? Do unto others that you'd like done unto you. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video. Alright, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Guys, I need you guys to do a couple things. Participate in the quadruple threat. First, set up a Celsius account. Here's a referral link. You guys can use it. Write it down. Type it down. Or you guys can use the link in the description below. Set up a Celsius account. Good for savings. Good for earnings. Don't bet the house on it though. But anyways, you guys can get a free bonus on this. Alright, how do I get this free bonus? Well, guys, enter in this link. You guys will get $30. Then deposit $200 in any cryptocurrency. Enter in new 40, like NEW 40 promo code. You guys can use both. And you'll get a total of $70. Guys, that's step one of the triple threat. Alright, Drake, I did step one. What's step two? Alright, guys, this is where you can get your small altcoin gems and little game changers. You guys can go to crypto.com. You can set up an account. Here's a link in the description below, or you guys can just type in this code right here on the screen. Deposit some funds in there. You get $25 in bonus crypto. You guys can use that to buy your altcoin gems and have some fun. Step two of the triple threat, or I'm sorry, quadruple threat. And the third one, this one is a fun one. Voyager. This one is more so where you can buy with limit orders. It doesn't have as many altcoins as crypto.com, but it's really easy to use, easy to set up. And yes, this one does come with a referral link as well, and you'll get $25 in BTC. This is how you can do a limit order. Super easy to use, and they don't charge any trading fees whatsoever. Here's the referral link. You can't copy and paste it, but you can look in the description to copy and paste, and you can put that in and set one up. 25 bucks. Step 4, open up a BlockFi account. Here's a link you guys can use. The reference code is 024FFE02. All the links are in the description below. Open up a BlockFi. Just deposit some funds and you'll get $30 in BTC. And you can also get that crypto cashback rewards card. Don't forget about that. Game changer, 1.5%. And the first few months, you get a bunch of extra percent. Check it out. This is the funnest one though. Lolly, free. There is a referral link to this one too. I've actually won 100,000 sats one time on one of the taps, which is worth like $100 in Bitcoin. So it's crazy. Look, and there's even proof in the wallet. Look at that, daily stack, 101. Guys, set one up. It's really easy to do. Download a Lolly account and just set it up. And of course, guys, if you guys are a pro, there's a link in the description so you guys can sign up with KuCoin and Binance US to get some trading fee discounts. Thanks.